Phone calls was probably one of the hardest things to figure out when I was first starting. I was so nervous on the phone, I didn't know what to say at all. So instead of just giving you guys a bunch of tips, I'm gonna record a bunch of phone calls for you guys to listen to. I'm Andrew, a serial entrepreneur, software engineer, and a junk removal business owner. I started a junk removal business as a stepping stone to return to my passion of technology and apps. I invite you guys to stick around, hang out, follow me on my journey from becoming a junk removal business titan to building a $1 billion home services app to compete with House Call Pro and WorkEase. Enough of the chit chat. Let's jump in. Phone calls. I'm definitely not a master yet, but I feel like I have a few good tips. I kind of have a default I do go to, and I will include my go-to script in the description below so you can check it out. You'll notice in these phone calls that I have different size trucks I mentioned at different prices because I have 2 different locations, so just ignore that. But I noticed nobody had any real live recordings of them on the phone with real customers. It was just phone tips, so I figured what the hell, let's do some live recordings. This is gonna be a long video because I recorded a lot of my calls throughout the entire day. I'm gonna timestamp each phone call in the description below if you just wanna jump from phone call to phone call or just listen all the way through. Anyways, let's just get started and dive into the phone calls. So as you can see, here's my setup. We are using Ring Central. This is the phone system I use that I'm gonna be training some new phone guys to use, because today I'm actually trying to switch to hiring, which is something cool I'm gonna teach you guys about, is how to hire people from the Philippines. Actually, the amazing editor that does all of my videos, I found her on this website. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it too. It's super awesome. You can find people from the Philippines who are very good at certain tasks. But now I am going to try to find some people to help me with phone calls and see how that works out. Yeah, more on that later, but for now I'm gonna record some phone calls and how I do the sales pitches and how I try to close sales. Also, another video that I'm doing, guys, is House Call Pro versus WorkEase. This is the first day that I've used WorkEase in a year, because 1 year ago it sucked compared to House Call Pro. But now, in order for me to do a proper comparison video, I need to use WorkEase as of today. So I have switched over. I'm now using WorkEase. So let's check our schedule for today. Boom. So that's our schedule so far for today, the day after Thanksgiving. I will report back soon. Toodles. Jedi Junk Removal. How can I help you?
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So yeah, how can I help you?
I was just curious on how much it would cost to just pick up a full-size mattress.
Oh, is that all you have, is just a mattress?
Yeah, just a mattress.
What city are you in?
Thousand Oaks.
So there's good news and bad news.
Yeah.
The good news is we can definitely help you. The bad news is we unfortunately do have a minimum to come out, and that's just because we're driving around in a dump truck. Gas is getting crazy. So our minimum to come out with labor and taxes included is $125. And that usually covers up to the size of like a standard size sofa or a fridge. So technically you'd be able to, probably get rid of the mattress now. 2 of those mattresses, or 3, full size mattresses for that price. So if you had a couple more things you wanted to get rid of, to make it more worth it, we could do that as well.
No, I already did. I only have the mattress.
Okay. Well, we can definitely help you out. If you don't find another solution, we're definitely here to help.
Okay, awesome. I'll give you a call back.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So you're probably wondering why I did it that way. I always say good news and bad news. We can help you, but we have a minimum because, gas is crazy, driving around all day. Unfortunately, our minimum is $150, $125. I would say 50% of the time when they have like a single item mattress like that, they always say, I understand, I say driving around gas, unfortunately. I just try to be more understanding. That's how I've always done it, rather than just go, yeah, our minimum is 150. I just think it makes more sense when you're empathetic with them. 50% of the time, they close with me and they pay it, or they come up with something else they can get rid of. She'll most likely call back. So yeah, that's how I do minimums. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it seems to work for me. So I thought it'd be cool to show you guys right now the process of what I'm doing. These are all the applicants for the call center position that I'm hiring for, so check it out. I'm going through all these applicants, listening to their voice, reading what they sent me, and kind of just going through and marking the ones that I like the most. And then I'm gonna be interview them on Zoom and then pick the best one and begin training on how to use the back-end software, how to talk to customers, take phone calls, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. This is more of a long-term play because I'm actually switching my phone. I'm getting rid of my American phone guy and switching to somebody from the Philippines. It's California. California it's too expensive. It's costing me an arm and a leg. Like, it's just too expensive to hire, right now until maybe once I get 4 or 5 trucks or something. So I figured I'd give this a shot, and I will keep you posted. Oh, you sent me an email, didn't you?
Yeah.
Let me pull up the email to see what you had. Okay, I think I got your email. It looks like you have 4 dining chairs, a large glass, or glass? A large glass metal cocktail table, a wing chair. Would like to get rid of broken lamp, fan, printer, surge protector on a very tight budget. Okay, located in Glendale. So let me ask you a question.
If I have to, I can skip the e-waste.
Yeah. So we charge. It's purely based on volume. So our minimum is 150 to come out, and that covers up to the size of like a fridge, volume-wise. If you were to take all of your items and kind of picture them in a big pile, do you think it would be about the size of a refrigerator, or?
No, it's going to be a little bigger because the chairs don't come apart.
Okay, so if you can send me some photos, I could give you a better estimate, but it doesn't sound like you have too much stuff. It's just the 4 chairs and a wing. I guess I got to see the wing chair, how big that is. But you might be around 200, 250, maybe less. If you could send me photos, I can give you a more accurate estimate.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah, why don't you give me a photo and I'll give you the best price I possibly can, and I'll tell you exactly how much it costs, so you know what you're looking at before we even come, so you can make sure it's in your price range, and I'll definitely do my best to help you though.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yep, and just shoot some photos when you get a chance to that to the number we were texting on.
Sure, I will do that.
All right, what was your name again?
Melissa.
Melissa, my name is Andrew. I'll wait for your the text for the photos.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hi, this is Andrew with Jedi Junk Removal.
Hello there. How are you?
Pretty good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
So we got your email request, and it looks like you have 2 chairs, a love seat, and a lamp.
Yes.
Okay. What city are you in?
We're in Inglewood.
Inglewood. So, and the chairs, are they like smaller type dining chairs, or are they like armchairs that are in the living room?
One is an accent chair, so it's kind of small. The other one is a regular chair with armchair, a leather armchair.
Okay.
Just 100 years old.
Okay.
And regular love seat.
A love seat. Okay. Yeah, so how it works with us is we have a giant dump truck, 14 feet long, 8 feet wide, and you just pay for the amount of space that you use up. So, without seeing it, it's hard to give you a firm price, but I will tell you this. It does start at $150, and that covers up to about the size of a sofa, volume-wise, and then it kind of just goes up from there. If you filled an entire dump truck, it's $11.95, but obviously you're nowhere near that, and there's 12 price points in total, and all prices include labor and taxes. With your 2 chairs and love seat, it's best we come out and take a look at it, but I could try to give you an estimate. It'd be best if you could send photos to give you a more accurate estimate.
Yeah, I will send photos. I can go take pictures right now, then I'll send them in just a few minutes.
Okay, yeah, just send me the photos and we'll go from there.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, thank you. Hi, this is Andrew at Jedi Junk Removal.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good, how are you?
Good. Yeah, I was calling to see if I could schedule a pickup. I have a bunch of shipping boxes that's broken down to move here, and a treadmill that they need picked up.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, have you used this before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so yeah, what city are you in?
Newbury Park.
Newbury Park? Perfect. And you said it's a whole bunch of just cardboard boxes that have been broken down?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what, a treadmill?
A treadmill.
Okay, yeah. So how it works with us is we charge based on volume. So, usually You know, no matter if it's heavy furniture or cardboard boxes, you just pay based on volume. So we'll definitely help make sure everything's broken down to save you space. But our prices do start at $125. We have a giant dump truck, and you just pay for the amount of space that you use up in our dump truck. So it starts at $125. If you were to fill an entire dump truck, $795. Now obviously you're not going to unless you have a lot of boxes. And then there's 12 price points in between. So it's usually best we just come out, take a look at it, give you a price. If you like the price, we take it right then and there. If not, it's okay, we don't charge to come out. Does that work?
When do you have the next availability?
Yeah, let me check my schedule. Okay, so we have plenty of availability for tomorrow.
We're gonna actually drive out and take the kids out probably all day, so I won't have anything available.
You want to do Sunday or Monday?
Monday would be great if you had something like super early.
Yeah, we can do between 6 and 8 a.m. if you're an early bird. 6 and 7 a.m. Does that work? Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, let me just get your information really quick. What's your name? All right, so we've got you scheduled for this Sunday between 6 and 7 a.m. And yeah, if you have any questions, just give us a call. Otherwise, we'll see you Sunday morning.
Awesome.
And it was, sorry, one question. It was just cardboard boxes and a treadmill, right?
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Jesse. You have a good rest of your day.
All right, you too. Take care.
Bye-bye. So, I don't know if you guys could hear my son in the background, but he was going crazy. So I just had to put the guy on mute real quick and tell my lady to move, take my son to a different room. And yeah, as you saw, I explained to him the pricing. I say we have a giant dump truck. I don't know why, I just always say we have a giant dump truck. Try to put a visualization, you know, and I usually say like 12 foot by 8 foot. You know, it starts at 125 and it goes all the way up to 795, and there's 12 price points in between. Yeah, it's best if we come out, you know, take a look at it. We don't charge to come out. I used to say it's a free on-site quote, no pressure, no obligation, but now I just say we don't charge to come out. And I learned that from JRA. Free on-site quote, no pressure, no obligation. I felt very corporate, so I switched it up to we don't charge to come out. Just personal preference, that's what I do. But as you can see, just closed them. Now it's just, hopefully he likes our price on site. Toodaloo. Jedi Junk Removal, this is Andrew. How can I help you?
Hi, we are moving. We're in Atwater Village, and we have stuff that we need to have hauled away. And then we're just hoping to get kind of an estimate from you all about timing and what the cost would be.
Okay, perfect. Is that like near Glendale?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we serve that area. So yeah, how it works with us is we have a giant dump truck and we charge by volume. Mm-hmm. So it all just depends on how much space your items use up in our dump truck. Our dump truck, it's one of those big ones, 14 feet long, 8 feet wide. You've probably seen them before. You can just imagine like one of the smaller U-Hauls with no lid, you know? Mm-hmm. And it starts at $150 and it goes all the way up to $11.95 if you filled an entire dump truck. Now that's a lot of stuff, like generally a 2-bedroom apartment of furniture you could fit in there if packed properly. And then there's 12 price points in between. So if you wanted to give me an idea, you know, I could try to give you an estimate, but usually it's best we come out.
Oh, for sure. No, that sounds great. That sounds perfect.
Okay.
We had used like 1-800-JUNK a few years ago, and it was outrageous.
Yeah, so we're definitely not gonna be as expensive, but depending on how much you have, you know, if you fill up one of our entire dump trucks, it'll be $11.95.
For sure. No, that makes total sense. So we're gonna have like a bunk bed. We might fill up, half of it. Yeah, a bed, a bunk bed, a crib, and then, just some odds and ends from there. So
yeah, no problem.
We'll probably fill up maybe half of it.
When are you trying to get this done?
I think we're trying for Tuesday. If you guys have any.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. So we do 2-hour arrival windows starting from 6 a.m. all the way up until 8 p.m. So we can do, if you're an early bird, we have 6 to 8 or 8 to 10, 10 to 12, and so on.
Do you have availability on Monday instead of Tuesday? My husband has class on Tuesday.
Yep, we can do Monday.
All right, Monday would be great, and then would 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. work?
Yep, 5 to 7. Let me just get your information. Okay, and then you said it's going to be just like a bed, a crib, what else?
A bed, a bunk bed, a crib, and then maybe some bags of trash, like cardboard.
Got it.
But those are the big ones.
All right, so We have got you scheduled for this upcoming Monday from 5 to 7 p.m. arrival. You will get a confirmation text and a text and a phone call when we're on our way, so you don't have to sit there for the whole 2 hours wondering. You'll have like a 30-minute heads up of when we're coming.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, and we'll see you Monday, and you have a wonderful rest of your night. So yeah, that is generally how it goes, guys, is I will break down the pricing. I will say, how it works is we have a giant dump truck, yada, yada, yada. And then when I give them that, it starts at 150, goes all the way up to 1195. I like to stretch out all the way to 1195, and then I immediately let them know, like, hey, it's a big dump truck. It's like a 2-bedroom apartment's worth of furniture if packed properly, because I don't want to scare them. And then I immediately say there's 12 price points, and I remind them, again, you only pay for the space that you use. And she just automatically said that was great, but I would have been like, but it's usually best we come out, we take a look, we'll give you a price, and if you like the price, we'll take it right then and there. And then if there's a little bit of fight back, I'll always say, hey, we're here to work with you. We're a family-owned business. We'll do our best, yada, yada, yada. But that's generally how it works. I hope that helped a little bit. I'm going to record more phone calls, so don't you worry. But that is another phone call for now. What's up, guys? How's your November going? I'm going to show you how much slower it is for me over here. It is November 26th, okay? And we have had 714 calls so far this month. Last month, 1,373 phone calls. Comment down below how your guys' November is. Is it drastically slower for you guys, or is it about the same? Because it's been, as you can see, that's about half. I mean, we still have 5 days left, right? So if I average 30 calls, 850 calls that we do this month, that's still 500 less phone calls. So this is a drastically slower month. This is where the holidays really start. So I'm actually curious about December, because last December it felt pretty busy, but I just started. So busy in my mind, I don't know, but I do know November has been drastically slower. We're at about 100,000, a little over 100,000 this month. 5 more days. I'm hoping to average $3,000 a day or more, but we'll see. So we're only gonna do about 115, 120 this month, which is still good. That's still amazing. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get some more phone calls for you guys. Toodaloo. Jedi Junk Removal, this is Andrew. How can I help you?
Hello. Hi. I'd like to get a quote for pickup and disposal of a queen mattress and bed stand.
So queen mattress, and did you say the bed frame or something like that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Bed frame. And is it like just a small little metal frame that goes underneath it, or is it kind of like one with a bigger headboard and, a little bit bigger?
It's one of those where it goes up and down, so it's kind of big and clunky.
Cool. And what city are you in? Ventura? Yeah, so how it works with us is you pay based on how much space you use up in our dump truck. So it all just depends on how much space you use up. So we have a big dump truck, 12 feet long, 8 feet wide. You may have seen those big dump trucks before, and our prices start at $125, and it goes all, you said Ventura, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so our prices start at $125, and if you were to fill up the entire dump truck, which you're not, you only got one item, it'd be $795. So you're definitely gonna be closer to the minimum. I do need to see it in person though, because we just always need to see it in person, but I wanna say you're close to the minimum, if not probably the minimum of $125. There are 12 price points in between as well, so you only pay for the space that you use, and all price points do include labor and taxes.
Okay, very cool. How soon can you guys pick it up, and when would I know, for sure what the price is?
So once we get out there and we look at it, we'll let you know exactly how much. We definitely want to work with you and give you the best price, but once we see it, we'll give you the price. If you like it, we'll take it right then and there, and if not, no biggie, we don't charge to come out.
Oh, okay, that's good. And you come with the truck?
Yep, we come prepared. So we can be there between, our first job rescheduled this morning for later this evening, so we could be there between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m.
That's perfect.
That works for you?
Yes.
All right, great. Let me just get your information. And is this your cell phone that you're calling from?
Yes.
Cool. Can we text you here when we're on our way?
Yes.
And it's just the mattress and bed frame?
Just the mattress and the bed frame, yes.
Okay, so we've got you locked in, Alex. We'll see you here within the, you will also get a text message when we're on our way, so you don't have to sit there and twiddle your thumbs for the entire 2 hours. You'll get about a 30-minute heads up when we're on our way.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you so much for calling, and we'll see you soon. Let me show you how I input the data. So Usually I use House Call Pro, but I'm giving Workies a test. It's set to Ventura truck and LA trucks, right? So this is my Ventura truck. I'm gonna hit create. He's gonna get a text message notification. But then I also, with Workies, you have the ability to do tags. So I'm attaching this to the Ventura branch. What's really cool about Workies, I've noticed so far, that House Call Pro makes really hard having multi-locations or franchises, as you technically call them. How do I send a Google review link? If they do a job in a certain location, make sure they get that review link, and then do a job in this location, they get a different review link. House Call Pro didn't have an easy way to do that, so I had to go to their franchise account and switch between multiple franchise accounts, which is, I mean, if you had 15 locations, it makes sense. But it was really annoying alternating between accounts and inputting the jobs into the system. When I get a phone call for Ventura, a phone call for LA. Workies, I'm able to use the same system and just use by tags and send out a different review links based on tags. So that's pretty cool. I will give Workies bonus points for that. I have always been a House Call Pro guy because a year ago, Workies just sucked compared to House Call Pro. So I'm gonna use this for a solid 2 weeks to a month and then make my video on which platform is truly better. But so far, Workies has been great. Oh, and also another thing I wanted to show you guys is what I use to communicate with my team is Telegram. You'll see here, I've got my trucks, Jedi, LA, Ventura, Jedi LA, Jedi Ventura. So even though I have them send me my check-in, check-out sheets every night, every morning, a picture of the truck on the inside, Telegram is great because you can just make little groups. So works great for me. Telegram is awesome. That's another tip. Jedi Junk Removal, this is Andrew. How can I help you?
Yes, I wanted to know if you remove things from the home, or do they need to be on the curb?
No, we're full service. We remove it. It doesn't matter where it's at.
I just have a fish tank that I need to get rid of because I can't get it out of here.
Okay.
By myself.
Yeah, definitely. Is it must be a bigger fish tank. Do you know how many gallons?
It's not that big, but it'll be like me and one other person probably need to hold it.
Okay.
It's about 50.
And what city are you in?
LA.
LA. Just because LA is so big, can I get your zip code real quick?
90016.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can come over there. Yep. So how it works with us is we charge based on volume. And is this the only thing you want to get rid of?
Yeah.
Okay, so we do charge based on space, how much space you're, take up in our dump truck. And unfortunately, we do have a minimum to come out. Our minimum is 150, and that usually covers up to about the size of a fridge or a sofa. I'm assuming this fish tank's not that big, right?
No.
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, our minimum is 150, but you could, if you had a few more things you wanted to throw in, you could. Up to the size of a fridge is about what 150 covers. So if you had a few more things that you wanted to throw in, you could, but our minimum is 150.
Well, it's just the top of the fish tank and, the stand that it's on.
Yeah, I gotcha. Unfortunately, just because gas is getting crazy and we drive around with a big dump truck, we do have that minimum. But I will tell you this, that does include labor and taxes out the door. There's no other hidden fees. And like I said, if you could think of anything else you wanted to get rid of to make it worth it, you could. Otherwise, our minimum is 150 to come out.
Can you come today?
Yeah, we could, let me just check our schedule real quick. Yeah, we can come today.
Do you know what time?
Yeah, we would be able to come around, let's see, what time is it now? 7:30, between 12 and 2 p.m. would be the first available. Okay. Do you want to go ahead and lock that in?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name? And can we text you on the number you're calling from when we're on our way?
Yeah.
All right, so we will see you sometime between 12 and 2. You will get a phone call and a text to give you a 30-minute heads up, so you don't have to sit there the whole 2 hours twiddling your thumbs. You will get that heads up when we're on our way. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
Between 12 and 2?
Between 12 and 2, yes.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm distracted. Usually I'm a lot smoother, but because I'm typing into the computer, trying to film and set up the camera and thinking about the client, I'm surprised I closed that. Now, about single items. A lot of the time we don't close single items. It's LA, people are shopping around, they don't want to pay $150. But LA traffic sucks. The gas is Some places almost $7 a gallon. Here's the thing. There's a lot of neighborhoods in LA that I have to be careful of to not go to unless I'm sure they're gonna pay. She's in Crenshaw, that's South Central. South Central is places like Compton, Inglewood, Hawthorne, Crenshaw, lower income places. So part of me is worried that she's gonna call back and cancel. So if another bigger job comes along, I will. Oh, another phone call for you guys. Jedi Junk Removal, this is Andrew. How can I help you?
Yeah, hi, this is Always Scott. We're in Calabasas. Do you service Calabasas?
We sure do.
Okay. I have some stuff that I need taken out of my upstairs. There's some stuff in my studio that I want out. But more importantly, we have a public storage. We have a big banquet. It's like 60 by 30 inches tall. I don't know, maybe 20 inches deep.
Okay.
And it's a nice piece of furniture, but we just can't get rid of it. I mean, we've gotten rid of everything else, but not that piece.
So can you repeat that? What was that? What piece was it again?
It's a buffet. It's like 6 feet long, 30 inches high, maybe 20 inches deep.
Okay, got you.
4 feet high, and 24 inches deep.
Okay.
48 inches high. Yeah, so anyway, it's a real nice piece, but we were cleaning out our public storage, and we just can't get rid of that.
Got it.
Last one. Is that something you would take?
Yeah, we can take pretty much everything.
And what do you cost, and what's the situation?
So is that the only thing you want to get rid of, or did you say there's other stuff?
Well, at my house, we would like to get rid of some stuff, and I have a studio that we put a bunch of stuff in. And anyway, we could probably haul it to the garage.
Okay.
You could take it from there and just,
Okay, got it. So yeah.
The storage is real close to our house.
So yeah, I'll just explain how it works really quick, and then we'll go from there. So how it works is we charge based on volume, how much space your items use up in our dump truck. So we have a giant dump truck. It's 14 feet long, 8 feet wide. You've probably seen those dump trucks before. You can just imagine like a small like U-Haul truck with no top, and you just pay for the space that you use. So our prices start at $150, and if you were to fill up the entire dump truck, it would be $795, and there's 12 price points in between, and you only pay for the space that you use. So, you know, the item that you're talking about, you said 6 feet long, 4 feet tall, you might be close to our minimum just for that item. Our minimum of $150 includes labor as well, and taxes out the door. That usually covers up to the size of the fridge. So I'm imagining the dimensions you gave me are somewhat similar to a fridge, but a little bit smaller. So that item alone would probably just be our minimum, but the pricing does get better the more stuff you get rid of. So if you wanted us to actually go to your house as well and get rid of more stuff, we can start filling up the truck, and you just pay based on the volume that you fill up.
Okay, my husband's here. Does that sound good to you, Gordy?
Yeah.
So, could you?
And I don't want to keep the stuff in the garage.
Oh, well, you could come into our house and haul the stuff down.
Yeah, we're full service. So we're full service. It doesn't matter where the stuff is at.
Okay, so do you have an opening on this Tuesday?
This Tuesday, let's see. We sure do. Let me just pull up the system. Hold on one second. So for Tuesday, we have, if you're an early bird, we can do 6 to 8 a.m. We do 2-hour arrival windows. If that's too early for you, our next available would be like 10 to 12.
Let's do 10 to 12.
10 to 12. And if you want later in the afternoon, we can also do later too.
10 to 12 is good.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so who's going to be the point of contact, you or your husband?
I'm giving my husband, because, no, Gordon, I'm getting my hair done, but maybe at that time. So my husband is...
Great. And address?
I'm sorry, what?
Address. Are we going to do the public storage first?
That would probably make more sense to put that in first, right?
Do you have the address for public service?
Well, I can
if you want to tell me which one it is it on Ventura Boulevard, Calabasas Hills? I can pull it up. Perfect. So Valerie and Gordon, we've got you locked in for Tuesday between 10 and 12, and you will get a text and phone call when we're 30 minutes away to give you a heads up.
Oh, fantastic. Really appreciate it. What's your name?
My name's Andrew.
Okay, Andrew, we really appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you so much for calling, and yeah, we'll see you soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
I'm feeling very off my game right now, but all 3 calls that have came in so far, we booked. So that's good. I also want to show you guys a little bit of my setup. I always make sure I have Google Maps open because I'm in LA, I'm learning a new city or a new location every day. Los Angeles County is huge. So I am just gonna kind of show you how I work real quick. So I always have Google Maps open, I always have my booking platform open, and I have my phone call system. So, but I'm taking it on my phone, but I always use Ring Central. I have my call rail open. This is where, you know, it tracks all my phone calls from where they're coming in from. So far, all my calls have been from Clicks Geeks Google Ads. But like if you look yesterday, we got Clicks Geeks, my own local services that I'm running, Google local services, direct phone call to my direct line. Yesterday was a slow day, but here, let's see, this month, Google Maps. I get a lot of Google Maps. Yeah, I track my flyers, my business card. That's the cool thing about call rails. You can track everything. And of course, my GPS. So this is what I use to track all of my trucks. So I've got 3 trucks. So orange, I know where they're at. That means they're parked. Orange means parked. Blue means they're driving. So, you know, I could see where they're at all times. So, vehicle tracking, my call rail system to see where the phone calls are coming from. My booking system, this is house call, but I'm using WorkEase now. So check it out, this is WorkEase. So as you can see, I'm still at the transfer all the jobs from House Call Pro over to here. As you can see, I literally just started using it yesterday. Here's my Google ad spend. I'm actually just gonna show you guys yesterday. Yesterday we spent $1,000, today so far, $47. That's pretty much the main apps, right? Like 4 of those, 4 or 5 apps or so that I constantly have open that I'm just shuffling between. But the thing is guys, once you start increasing your phone calls, you are going to want to have somebody in front of the computers at all time. You cannot be on the job taking the amount of phone calls that I'm getting and then booking them and knowing where to squeeze them in the schedule, because like, you just won't be able to see all the job. I mean, you could try, it was really hard. So once you do scale up your Google ads, either you're gonna need to be off the truck, and I'm talking about scaling to the level where I'm doing about 50, on average 50 phone calls a day. It's unrealistic to be driving and doing job to job and give good customer service over the phone and book all the phone calls. Once you scale to my level, and I'm small still, I'm technically 2 trucks, people with 15 trucks, stand-up guys, fire dogs. But anyways, let's wait for the next phone call.
Hi, Andrew. My name's Noah. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, so how can I help you?
Calling to get an estimate on furniture removal.
Okay.
How much would it be to remove a dining table of 5 chairs and 1 couch?
Okay, so a couch and a dining table with 5 chairs?
Yes.
Okay, and what city are you in?
LA.
LA?
SoFi Stadium.
What zip code, just so I can see where it is?
90043.
90. Okay, cool. Yeah, we serve that area. And is that all you want to get rid of? Is a dining table, 5 chairs, and is it a standard sofa, like a 3-person, or is it like a love seat? Is it a sectional?
It's a sectional, but not just one part of the L.
Okay.
2 parts.
Okay, so.
Yeah, let me double check with my computer though. One second.
Cool.
Tammy, are you just getting rid of the couch and the table, right? Oh, just the couch? Oh, it's actually just the couch.
Okay, so just the couch, and it's a sectional?
Yes.
Okay. So would you say it's, most people know the answer to this question, standard size, or do you feel like it's a bit bigger than normal sectional couch? Because sectionals can get pretty big.
Hi,
So
92 inch.
would you say it's bigger than normal or standard? Because some people have giant sectional sofas and some people are, you know, pretty normal.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty standard.
Pretty standard. Okay, so how it works with us is we charge based on volume. So how much space your stuff takes up in our dump truck. So it's all based on volume.
Okay.
So we can't really give you a price over the phone. We need to see it in person, but I will tell you this. Our prices start at $150, and that usually covers up to the size of a standard fridge, a standard sofa, and all of our prices do include labor and taxes. So if you were to fill up an entire dump truck, it's $11.95. And there's 12 price points in between. You're obviously not gonna fill up an entire dump truck. You're gonna be probably around $150, but I do need to see it in person because some people have giant sectionals and it's cost like $200 or $250.
Yeah.
But if you're pretty standard, you'll just be $150.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll talk it
Okay, yeah, just call us back, okay? If you decide, we'd love to help.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Jedi Junk Removal, this is Andrew. How can I help you?
Hi, good morning. I just want to know if you pick up the sofa and the sofa L section, corner, what do you call that? Sectional sofa and love seat.
A sectional and a love seat?
Yes,
Okay, so two sofas, right? 2 couches?
yes.
Okay. And what city are you in?
The other one is the other one is love seat and the other one is sectional.
Okay, got you. And what city are you in?
91302 Calabasas.
Okay, so how it works with us is we charge based on volume, how big your items are, and how much space it uses up. Without seeing it, it's hard to give you a firm price, but I'll explain how the pricing works. It starts at $150, and we have a giant dump truck.
Okay.
If you were to fill up the entire dump truck, it's $7.95. You're not going to, but there's 12 price points in between, and you only pay for the space that you use.
How about if I send a picture?
Yeah, that's an option as well. Is this your phone number? Is this your cell phone number that you're calling from? Sorry, one second. My phone
Can I
is.
send you the picture? So
Yeah, let me text you right now while I have you on the phone. Is this your cell phone I can text? Send me the photo and I'll call you right back, okay? As soon as I see it.
okay,
Thank you.
So this number, all right?
I just texted you. I think I'm not sure if I texted you from this number or a different number, but I just texted you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
So, since another call came in, I wanted to get off the phone so that I can just get that text and hurry up and call this other person back who I just missed a call from.
Hi, this is Savita. Did you get the picture?
Oh, yep, I sure did. I am looking at them right now. So, it looks like we got the sectional. Okay, so a pretty big sectional and the love seat. And it's just those 2 items, right? The sectional and the love seat?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a pretty big sectional. So you're probably, with both of those items, you're probably gonna, just because that does look like a bigger than normal sectional, so you're probably gonna take up a good amount of our dump truck. So you're probably looking around 300, 350, just because the sectional seems so big. It could be less, it could be more, but I do want to like be upfront with you and not like, because our minimum is 150, but I don't want to show up and then, tell you a completely different price. But I will tell you this, that is with labor and taxes. So I'm estimating around $350 for both of those.
With the labor and taxes.
Yes, so yeah, and then I'm hoping it'll be less, but I don't know. It's pretty big looking, so I'm gonna say around $350.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna tell to my boss about that. Okay.
Okay, yeah, just give us a call. And
Your name is Andrew. Your name is Andrew.
my name is Andrew. Just let us know, and I would love to help you, and we can come out as soon as possible.
Oh, okay. When do you think you can pick it up?
We can come today if you wanted.
Oh, okay. I'll let you know. Okay.
All right, thank you.
I'll let you know.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, she called back. She sent the photos of her sofas. Let me show you how big they are. So as you can tell, this sectional is it's one of those sectionals that like is huge. And then this is a pretty big looking love seat too. So now, normally I would say we need to see it in person. You're around I'd probably say you're around $250. Then I'd get there and be like, okay, the price is unfortunately $350. But she's in Calabasas, and Calabasas people are generally rich. So instead of doing that, I just shot her the price that it's gonna be. Honestly, unless I stood those up, that's gonna take up half. Our dump trailers are 12 by 6, 11 cubic yards. It's gonna take up like half of that, and our half price is $495. Our full price is $795.
Hello.
Hi, this is Andrew at Jedi Junk Removal. I just missed a call from here.
Oh yeah. I had somebody on mine. I couldn't hear you.
Oh.
Let me get in my truck so the window cut off here.
Yeah, no problem.
I have some items that some primarily cabinets, old cabinets. I'm flipping a house in Lancaster.
Okay.
Do you service the area? Do you service Lancaster?
So Lancaster it's out of our service area, but we can come up there depending on how much stuff you had. Cause let me see, I think Lancaster's like a good, let me just double check how far it is from us.
Where are you at? I can tell you because I'm in Lakewood and you got a 310 area code.
So I mean, we go all the way up to San Fernando. So from San Fernando, you're not too far, 50 miles one way. So, we've gone as far as Santa Clarita, and we have a minimum of 250 to go to Santa Clarita. So we charge based on volume. So you'd probably need to fill up at least half of our truck to make it worth the miles. Half of our truck would be $495.
All right, let me. I got to shop that then.
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot, but it's more than my truck will hold. So.
Yeah, so I don't know how much stuff you have or if there's any other companies, but just call us if you can't find anything.
Will do.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate
Yep, bye-bye.
I think.
So, guys, no Google Ads campaign is going to be perfect. Even if you target a certain radius, you're going to get calls outside your service area. It happens no matter what, because Google does its best, but sometimes people travel. Maybe he's been to LA and Google thought he was in LA at the time, or he's gone to LA quite a few times. And, so even if you set a radius, it sucks. It sucks. You have to eat the cost, and there's nothing you can do. You can't complain to Google. When I first started Google Ads, I was freaking out about click fraud, because I just remember when I first started my Google Ads, I was like, this is when I was doing them at first too. And it was just blowing through my budget. And I was doing call only ads because I didn't know better. And it was costing me $100 a phone call. And I was trying to contact Google. I was like, this is click fraud. There's nothing you can do about it. This is a phone call video, but little tangent. Sorry guys. Little side tangent about Google Ads real quick because this made me think about it. So what you guys need to do is make your Google Ads radius as good as you can. Don't do call only ads. Make sure your ads are tweaked. Make sure you have your negative keywords, yada, 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 all of that. You will get these calls. I get calls from Orange County all the time. I get calls from Lancaster. Point is you will have to just eat these, and it sucks. But all of the other clicks and calls will make it worth it. Jedi Junk Removal, this is Andrew. How can I help you?
Yeah, hi Andrew, this is Jeff Brady. You sent me a text message regarding some junk a mattress I needed removed today.
Okay.
Do you guys work in Ventura?
Yes, we sure do. You said you sent a text message?
Yeah.
Let me see. When did you text us? Just so I can...
Well, actually I did text you. I put it through your website and you sent me a text message this morning.
Oh, did you book it for today?
No, I didn't book it. I was looking to have it done today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can definitely help you out. So is it just the mattress you need to get rid of?
Yeah, it's upstairs.
That's fine.
2-bedroom condo.
Okay. And
It's in Ventura.
is that all you need to get rid of?
Yeah.
So there's good news and bad news when it comes to single items, because we charge based on volume. So it's all based on the amount of space that you take up. But we do unfortunately have a minimum to come out. And our minimum is 125. And that usually covers up to the size of a fridge, a standard sofa or a fridge. So I don't know how big your mattress is. What size is it?
It's a queen size and it's fairly thick.
Okay, so 125 is our minimum. Depending on how big this mattress is, you might be able to squeeze in a few more small things, but it is 125 with labor and taxes included. That's our minimum.
Okay, and you guys bring it down?
Yep, it's full service labor, full service.
Okay, so 125. That sounds good. Is around 2 o'clock open?
Let me see. The next availability that we have is between 12 and 2. Yes, that's our next. So we do 2-hour arrival windows. Does it have to be after 2, or does 12 to 2 p.m. work?
12 to 2 would work.
Okay. Did you want to go ahead and lock that in?
Well, no, because I need that. It's at my niece's house.
Okay.
And I need to get her address and make sure she's going to be there.
Okay. Give us a call whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Just call us. Okay. My name's Andrew. Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you. Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jedi Junk Removal. This is Andrew. How can I help you?
Hey, Andrew. I had a quick question. You guys had done hauled away house stuff for us before, which was awesome.
Uh-huh.
But do you take Do you take anything like the hazardous, like the fluorescent tubes or paint? Can you guys take that or no?
Yeah, so we can take a lot of hazardous waste. There's just a few that we can't. We can't take gasoline, but we can take a lot of chemicals. We can take paint, e-waste, light bulbs, stuff like that.
Yes. We've got paint. We've got a couple small boxes of paint and some fluorescent tubes, and then like a stack of some pallets that I think we're just gonna have hold of.
Okay. How much?
Yeah.
So
Probably.
we don't charge extra for e-waste or fluorescent tubes or any of that stuff. Only for the liquids. So how much paint do you have?
There are 2, 4, 6, 8. The little, what are these? These aren't good. It's the
1 gallon
not
cans?
The full size, not the big. The little samples, 872 milliliters. What is that? It's almost 2 pints. It's just under 2 pints. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14 of those, and a can of spray paint.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the rest is light bulbs and.
How many of the 872 milliliters did you say you have?
13 of those.
13
and
of those?
A can of spray paint.
Okay, so that comes out to 872. It looks like it comes out to about a quarter of a gallon. And you said 13 of those?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna come out to, let's see, and then so that's like, okay, yeah. So up to 5 gallons is $50 extra
Okay.
for hazardous waste, just because we have to take it somewhere else.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So-
we just haven't been able to get out there. So.
Yeah. So our minimum. What city are you in again?
It's Thousand Oaks. It's
Thousand
right on
Oaks?
the edge of Newbury Park.
Okay, so if you've used this before, you know we charge based on volume, so our minimum's 125. So, and that covers up to like the size of a fridge, and then $50 extra for the paint if you wanted us to handle the hazardous waste for you.
Yeah. Will you be able to take like the fluorescent tubes and the?
Yeah, we won't charge you extra, so that can be a part of the volume, like the 125.
Okay.
So volume wise, I don't know how many
Yeah.
pallets you have or whatever, but all the fluorescent tubes
2.5.
would be counted towards the volume.
Yeah.
The
it's
125.
Really small. It's 2.5 pallets, a couple pieces of plywood, like half sheets of plywood, and
Okay.
then, I don't know, maybe a dozen light bulbs and 2 ballasts. So
Okay.
I think it's probably going to hit the minimum. But
So yeah, you'll probably just be 175 out the door with labor and taxes and hazardous charges.
Okay.
Did you want to get that done
Okay.
today or tomorrow?
That would be amazing if you could do it today.
Yeah, we
Today,
had
tomorrow.
we had a reschedule pushed to tomorrow, so we actually have an opening from 2 to 4 p.m.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does that
Can they
work?
Call, yeah, that works. We're 10 minutes away. I'd love to like meet them here if I could.
Yeah, no,
but
we'll
if I
we'll
can't,
call
we can stay
you.
here.
We'll call you when we're on our way.
That sounds good.
Okay, cool. What's your name? Right on. We're based in Thousand Oaks as well.
Yeah, you guys were super great last time, and it was really convenient. And this stuff I just didn't have ready yet, so now that it's ready, then
Awesome.
hopefully is it.
I appreciate that. How long ago was it?
Oh, not long.
Not long.
I don't know, maybe it was in October, I think. September, October, somewhere in there.
All right, so Tara, we've got you scheduled for between 2 and 4 p.m. today. You will get a text and a phone call when we're about 30 minutes away, so you'll have a heads up.
That's perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's perfect. We can easily get here in that time.
And real quick, this is your cell phone. We can text you here, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Yep.
You have a good one.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It seriously helps like a lot and lets me know that you guys want me to keep posting. Also, I launched a Discord channel for us junk removal business owners to connect with one another. So please, please, please join. I'm in there 24/7. So if you ever have questions, we want to get to know each other, we want to chat, talk, whatever. So please join the Discord. And as always, toodles.
Just another sunny